I had been dating my girlfriend, Sarah, for about a year when things started to get weird. At first, it was just little things like her getting upset if I didn't respond to her texts immediately or asking for all of my social media passwords. I didn't want to upset her, so I just went along with it. Soon, Sarah's behavior became extremely possessive and controlling. She would show up unannounced at my house and refuse to leave, even if I had plans or work to do. She would get angry if I talked to other women, even in a professional context. Sarah would often manipulate me by saying things like, if you loved me you wouldn't need to talk to other women and all I want is for you to love me and only me. At first, I thought it was just her way of expressing her love for me, but it soon became apparent that it was much more than that. One day, I had a business meeting with a female colleague who was helping me with a project. Sarah found out about it and showed up unannounced at the meeting. She became extremely jealous and confrontational, causing my colleague to leave the meeting early. This was a red flag for me, and I knew I had to end things. I tried to break up with her several times, but each time she would profess her love for me and promise to change. She would show up at my apartment with flowers and write me love letters. Her behavior was sweet at first, but my friends warned me that it was just another tactic for her to keep me in the relationship. Despite their warnings, I wanted to believe Sarah had changed. We stayed together for a few more weeks, but her behavior became worse than ever before. I told her that things weren't working out and that we needed to end things for good. That's when things got really bad. Upon hearing the breakup news, Sarah became violent, throwing things around my apartment and screaming that I could never leave her. I feared for my safety and knew I had to call the police. When they arrived, Sarah refused to leave, causing the officers to arrest her and charge her with trespassing and disorderly conduct. Even after that, Sarah still wouldn't leave me alone. She sent me hundreds of texts and emails, and showed up at my office and apartment unannounced. I felt like I was living in a nightmare and had to seek help from my friends and family to stay safe. It was a scary experience that took a toll on my mental health. I had to seek therapy to recover from the trauma and felt paranoid for a while, constantly worrying that Sarah would show up again. Eventually, she moved on to someone else, but I knew I would never forget the experience. I learned a valuable lesson from this ordeal that I would like to share with anyone going through a similar situation. If your gut is telling you that something is wrong, don't ignore it. Don't let someone manipulate you or control your life. Seek help if you need it and keep yourself safe.